Hey guys, Mike here from Panther Hollow, and today we're looking at the Maven and the Tract. As some of you guys know, I've had the Tract for a while. It's been a really nice scope. I've actually won some money with this setup right here, and it continues to impress. Here recently, I found these guys, Maven, online. I got in touch with them. I told them what I'd done, and they sent me a scope to review. Now, if I want to, I mounted the scope, and I've been looking through it. I've been using it a little bit, and if I decide I like it, then I'm paying full price for it. So this scope, all together, this bundle is basically $2,100. Okay, it comes with the rings, the throw lever, and the flip-up covers, and obviously the sunshade as well. When I bought the Tract, I simply bought it. I didn't have a chance to review it. I took a chance and I bought the Tract. I had never looked through a Tract, hadn't had any experience previously with the Tract. I didn't know anybody with a Tract. So when I got this was the first one I'd ever seen and the first one I'd ever looked through, okay? This is German shot glass here, and this is all Japanese glass. This guy and this guy set in about the same price. This total bundle here with the lens cap covers, the throw lever, and the sunshade with the rings. Now these are Tract rings. These are around that $1,900 mark, so $1,900, $2,000. But $100 basically separates the two. Which one do I like better so far? Well, I've got more time behind the Tract, and I have less time behind the Maven. But I can tell you, I like the Maven reticle. This is the MOA2 reticle. I like it really good. I've been using it, and the more I use it, the more I like it. The reticle on the Tract is a little bit fine at low power, which is fine. It's a target scope, so that's kind of what it's meant to be. The Maven, however, is fine at low power, but has some bold lines. The horizontal lines and one vertical line are very bold, and they stand out very well on low power. So I like them for different reasons. They're both very good target scopes, and they're both very high quality scopes for the money. So what I've been doing this morning, I've been looking downrange at 100 yards, and if you guys watch any of my previous videos, you know that I like to use color contrasting stickers. Now this is a sticker I've been looking at through both scopes, okay? I can read this sticker clearly at 100 yards through both scopes as easily as it was sitting here in front of the camera. I mean, it's super sharp. I can read all the letters and separate the letters and read the words very easily. However, on this sticker, in the kind of the tan colored area where it says Missouri Hilltop Range Reapers, that area right there is what separates the scopes, okay? So I can read everything on this sticker at 100 yards with everything focused in. There's very, very little mirage this morning. It's a very nice day. And I can read that in one of the scopes. So that being said, which scope is it? Well, it's the Maven. I don't know what they've done in here compared to this. I know this is German shot glass. I know this is Japanese glass. I know they're made in the same facility, which is Light Optical Works. If you look here at the difference in the bells, there's quite a bit of different here. I don't know if that adds to the clarity here. I'm not sure what's going on. All I can tell you is the Maven is sharper and clearer. Now, as far as color goes, this has a little deeper color than the Maven does. Most Japanese glass tends to be bright, which tends to kind of wash out the color a little bit. So if that bothers you, then it is what it is. I mean, as far as the blue goes, it's not very much different between looking at that and looking at 100 yards color contrast wise between the two scopes. However, when it comes to sharpness on this particular sticker, the Missouri Hilltop Range Reapers can only be read through the Maven. Now, one thing that's cool about the Maven is the Maven, you can order it with different color contrasting, like these gray areas here. There's different colors you can choose from when you order a Maven. They have a no questions asked return policy. I talked to them extensively about that policy, and I asked them, what does it cover? And they said exactly what it sounds like. If I am unhappy with this scope for whatever reason, I can return it. Okay? So with this scope being on loan, basically, I am very satisfied with what I see, and I'm going to be purchasing this scope. Is it that much better than the Tract? You know, that's a matter of opinion. To me, that color and contrast is important to me. I like to be able to see fine detail. That tells me the difference between the glass. And this may have just as good as glass as this. It may just be the math in here that's separating them. I really don't know what the difference is. All I can tell you is what I see. So is this worth $100 more than this? Yes, it is. Again, Maven and Tract are both factory direct, and the reason I have these scopes is because I carry high-end scopes, and I like to see the difference in what I have to sell versus what is out there that is customer direct. These two are customer direct. They're very, very nice scopes. I have nothing negative to say about either one of them. They're great scopes. I have won a good amount of money with this gun right here and this scope, and I plan to do the same with this one. This had a Chronos on it. I took the Chronos off to run the Maven for a while. I'll be moving the Chronos over to another gun, and we'll be still running the Chronos. Now, some of you guys are going to want to know how the Chronos compares. Well, glass-wise, compared to these two, it's not as sharp. It's just not. I love the Chronos. It is a great scope. I'm talking about the Athlon Chronos BTR. It is a great scope, and it's made in the same facility again as these two guys are at Light Optical Works Japan. Light Optical Works Japan. I'll say that clearly. I get tongue tangled sometimes. Anyways, long story short, the Maven and the Tract, really good scopes, really great scopes for the money. They're great buys. The turrets on both of these scopes feel almost identical. I mean, other than one is a pull up and push down lockable turret, where this one is more of a low profile. But as far as the click values go, you can't really hear them. They're not super audible, but nonetheless, they feel almost identical. Now, the Tract only has a red illumination, and the Maven has a red or green illumination. Some people like that, some people don't. I prefer the green. I like the green really good. I'm excited to use it in some low light shooting stuff. We do some low light matches, and I'm excited to use that green in some low light matches. I like the red, but the green to me it pulls my eye in better for whatever reason, and I'm not sure why. I think it's just preference. So again, Maven, Tract, both great buys, both highly recommended scopes. The Tract, as far as tracking and all that stuff goes, this guy is, I mean, it's really, really good. I have not done a full box test on this, and I mean, I'm talking about one extreme to the other. I haven't done on this. The only one I've ever done that to is the Valdata. And that's another video. The Valdata versus these is something that's coming. I haven't even pulled the Valdata out to compare it to these two yet. I've just been using these two setups, been shooting them a lot. This one more because this one's more new as far as scope goes. Now the gun I've been shooting a lot. Obviously it's been the Chronos has been mounted on it. But long story short, I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions about the Maven or the Tract, I would be more than happy to answer those questions or field any of those questions, because I know there's a lot of people that look at the Maven and a lot of people look at the Tract and they wonder the differences, and you just can't walk into a sporting goods store and look at these scopes. You have to take somebody's word for it. So I don't really do video. I'm working on getting a better camera, and I don't really do videos through the scopes, and there's reasons for that. You can show them at like 10 or 12 power, and you know, it's okay, but it's not. The human eye does a way better job of filtering information than a camera shining, videoing through the scopes. So what I'm saying and what I'm telling you is what I've seen. There's lots of information online about these two guys. The color, clarity, stuff like that is what would be important to me. Now the reticle is going to be up to the end user. A lot of guys are different. They like different reticles. So that's going to be a choice up to you, whether MOA or mil or whatever you guys like. But as far as the glass goes, the Maven wins this competition between these two slightly. And when I say slightly, I'm talking slightly. I'm talking about being able to read this at 100 yards through the Maven and not being able to read it through the Tract. That is the difference between these two. Color-wise, the Tract has a little bit of edge on color. Clarity-wise, the Maven has a little bit of an edge. Internal dial, all that stuff is pretty much the same. Field of view is exactly the same. I measured field of view earlier through the scopes, and they were exactly the same. The turrets, like I said, again, feel the same. So again, it's just going to be a matter of what you want. You guys have any questions, don't forget to email me at pantherhollow@mail.com. And you guys have a great week.